So week 17 came in and it was dusted. Hello guys, welcome back. This is a late, but what happened in week 17 of the Premier League? We're going to talk about it in this video. Don't forget to do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. The best way you support TFC here so that we grow as a channel. But we're going to talk about what actually happened in week 17, because a lot of things keeps happening and a lot of teams seems to not have answers over what's happening. And when I come in to really look at them back and maybe we talk about them, we start to see the flaws and the what. But anyway, that's what we're here for. That's why we love footy. So Manchester City lost to Aston Villa by 2-1. The question is this: were we surprised over this? I did a reaction over this one on Saturday, and I think when I was analyzing the video, I actually explained what I was expecting from this game, and it came true. So were we really surprised over the results? I don't think anyone was. But the problem is this: when will this crisis come to an end? Because Pep Guardiola looks like he's running out of ideas. The team is literally dying in the ground every single time. They were playing the game, they were moving the passes, the passing patterns are still there, the tiki-taka of Man City is still there, but they are all leading to nothing. And that's where the problem has been for Man City all this long. Unless they find some way to change it or to actually do better, they will find themselves stuck every single time. So the game ended, of course, by 2-1. Man City were beaten, and we saw as well West Ham drawing against Brighton. The problem is this: West Ham has improved to now 3 games unbeaten, even though the other ones are draw, but they've improved. But the problem we are seeing from this fixture is how Brighton has fallen. Brighton used to beat teams and draw only for the beginning part of the season, but now it seems like it has changed. It has flipped. They are now losing or not, or drawing. They are failing to win a game. What is happening? Has maybe the teams discovered all what Brighton offers? Have they been found out? Well, the manager is still like in these early stages. This is his first season. The problems are there. Questions needs to be answered, and I just wonder, will Brighton find the answers on time? Because remember, this is the Christmas period. By the way, Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching this. This is the Christmas period. Things will be moving very fast, and they need to find the direction over where they're gonna go with this season. Ipswich were humiliated, destroyed, and humbled by Newcastle. The goals were being scored, they were flying for fun. I think this week has been one of the weeks that had so many goals scored, and I think Alexander Isak had his first Premier League hat-trick for Newcastle. He could have had more. Gordon could have scored. This is really looking like the Newcastle we used to know before the fall of the term season when they got into the Champions League. But also on something, I think Ipswich are now starting to discover how brutal the Premier League could be and can be. Look at a team like Aston Villa, like Newcastle have destroyed them. They are experiencing what the brutality of the Premier League can be, and their next job is Arsenal. It's never gonna get easier for the team, and I just wonder, would they survive being in the Premier League this season? That's the $1 million question. As we look at Brentford, who lost to Nottingham Forest. Brentford did not lost a game at home this season until they met Nottingham Forest. Of course, Nottingham Forest are the surprising package of this season. I think it has been a long time since they finished in the top 5 of the league, and they are gonna do that in this Premier League era. They are looking like a team which has a mission. No, Espirito Santos, whatever he's doing is really working, and they keep winning. If it's not Wood, if it's not Elanga, if it's not Odoi, somebody's stepping up at the right moment, and I cannot wait to see where they go forward. But they are the threat and an exciting team to watch right now in the season. And we look at Arsenal, humiliated and destroyed Crystal Palace just 4 days after playing them. Remember, we talked about them after they won by 3-2. Now the vice versa game, they destroyed this team. They beat this team by 5-0. 2 goals were scored by Gabriel Jesus. He assisted others. We saw Kai Havertz scoring goal after some time. Martinelli scored a goal, but the problem, and I think this is the highlight of the day, Bukayo Saka came out with an injury, and that's where they are going to have a problem, because they are not going to be having a Saka for the next, according to what we're being told, at least 4 to 6 weeks. So that's a grade 2 hamstring injury. According to what the researcher have done, this is a hamstring injury which takes a lot and it takes time to recover. Remember, when he had a grade 1 injury when he was playing for England, he went out for 3 weeks, almost close to 4 weeks. This one, it could take longer, because that's what happens. I remember when Alisson suffered it, we could see that he was out for some time. Now it has suffered Saka, and they're at the dangerous period, and we just hope that he comes back strong, and we are hoping that he's better. But they got the job done. And one thing that we also witnessed in this game, by the way, from us now, Martinelli played on the right, and he actually looked so good. He was a threat. The teams could not deal with him. He was crossing, he assisted, he scored. I'm just wondering, is he playing in the wrong side of the league, of the position on the left side? Maybe his side is actually on the right side. So maybe we will see those changes from Mikel Arteta. One might have to ask questions like that. We'll see when it happens. But that's how the game finished. Chelsea met their first blip, or should I say a stumbling block, in the face of Everton. Everton are known for playing highlight the roadblock football. They are good at it. That's what we call the Sean Dyche way. They stopped Chelsea from doing anything. Cole Palmer could not perform. People actually start to think it's a Merseyside thing. Every single time he moved to the side of Liverpool and stuff, he doesn't perform. He failed to do that against Liverpool, and now he's failed to do that against Everton. And it was not an easy game. They struggled, they tried. In fact, they almost lost the game in the end, but they just could not break down this Everton team. And until to the very end, which has stopped them, because it has given us now to catch up on them. Now they're just 1 point behind us now, and I think 4 points behind Liverpool. So things are turning up already before 2025 all comes to an end. We're very close to 2025, and we're excited about what's going to happen, but they need to find direction, and that's really important. And we saw Manchester United being destroyed for the second year in a row by Bournemouth. They were beaten by 3-0. But some people would say that, okay, it happened last season, but that's Manchester United. But Bournemouth have been a good team. They did this to us now. They destroyed Man City. They've destroyed almost all the teams. Tottenham were destroyed as well. The only team that they did not beat is Liverpool, beat them by 3-0, and Chelsea, in which they draw 0-0. They are a dangerous team, this Bournemouth team. Beating United, it's not a surprise. We've seen it before. But the problem are now starting to pile up. Is Ruben Amorim really the guy? Is his formation, what he's trying to do, really going to help United? United fans are asking questions, and I just wonder what's going to happen. The players like Lenny Yoro, who are not even finding the game time to play. The players like Lisandro Martinez, who we used to know as the butchers, they are all disappearing from the game, and that's what the problem is. They need to find their direction. They need to help the team. So we just have to wait and see what happens. As we talk about Fulham versus Southampton, it finished in 0-0. Southampton gets a point from this. They needed more than Fulham. Fulham have been a good team, by the way. They stopped the Liverpool from winning, and now they've been stopped by Southampton. They need to find their winning ways as they continue. Leicester City were destroyed by Wolves. Wolves are one of the teams that have been struggling to find game time to perform. Now with the new manager, they are finding the belief. They're starting to win the games. Now look how they destroyed the team, and I cannot wait to see what happens. They won by 3-0, and their next target is Manchester United. It's going to be interesting. As well as we talk about Liverpool in one of the most craziest, and I think that was the rock and roll football of the week, where the game ended Liverpool 6 to Tottenham Hotspur 3. All those goals were scored first half and second half. But let me tell you something which was really crazy. Liverpool at some point were leading Tottenham Hotspur by 5-1. After that was 5-1, I think Liverpool went out of the game. They destroyed it, they humiliated. If you look at the goals, you might think this was a close game, but when you watch the game, you see that it was your boys versus men. The embarrassment that Tottenham Hotspur suffered in the hands of Liverpool at their own home ground, it was painful to watch. Of course, you have to understand that the injuries and what, but the problem was not even the injuries. What is wrong with this highline that Ange Postecoglou lives on? You will die because of the highlines. You need to understand this is a Liverpool. And Arne Slot had a mission for that. He was like, okay, this guy likes to play a highline. I don't need a pivotal man. I don't need a front man who receives the balls. I just have to remove the number 9 and play 2 number 10s so that they don't know who they actually pick up on their highline and who they actually set their offside trap on their highline. And that's how they destroyed Tottenham Hotspurs. It was an embarrassment. I've never seen an embarrassment like that. Mo Salah has now surpassed Thierry Henry in his all-time assists as well as all-time goal scoring. He scored 2 goals and assisted 2 goals in this game. He had one of those best games. But we want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Where do you see this Liverpool going? Because that helped them to increase their lead on top of the league. Yet with the game in hand, it's going to be exciting. Let's see what happens as we finish 2024 as well as going to 2025. Don't forget to click the like button, and it's a Christmas like you've never seen. For me, as a Liverpool fan, it started to sound, smell like a slot like Christmas. How is it looking up for you on the other side? Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. We are out. Peace. Subscribe to the channel.